everybody, Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby Supply. Today we're going to do the ACT3 Update 16, and I'm going to show you what's been going on. And hang on one second. I have got my helper. Hi, Emma. Hi, Emma. Okay, guys, we got pretty much a mess down here, and I'll explain a little bit of it later. But as you can see, right now, I got the microengineering trestle built in an S shape, which is not an easy feat. I'll get into a little bit more of a discussion on the construction of this thing. Let's take another angle. Okay, gang, here's a little bit lower angle of it, and from the center of the layout room, more or less, you can see that it comes out and goes around, ties back in, just exactly like the Unitrack was before I cut the foam out. And obviously I had to take a big chunk of foam out of here. And I'm going to take this off the stand now and give you a little more idea as to what's happening. Okay, everybody, down here when I did the S shape, I had intended on continuing the bridge over to that next joint and letting this track go under the bridge. I didn't think it was going to look good, so what I did is I put this piece back in, and I am going to put a tunnel portal there to get us underneath. And of course that'll be all scenic up around there, but you can get the elevation here. And if I swing the camera back around here, you can see the elevation going back up and going into the tunnel portal on the end of the layout, which I now have at least the some of the plaster wrap on. I'm going to jump up here and show you what I've done beyond this. Okay, the first thing I did, as I told you, was I went in here with paper and plaster cloth, and then I went over it with plaster, just so that, and this will be painted black, I think, and just so that if I lose cars off the track in here and through the window here, that they won't fall down into the bottom, obviously. You can see that I put the other tunnel portal over here on the other side, raised it up on cork. This is actually craft foam. Actually, it's actually Woodland Scenic's foam track bed. It's not necessarily the track road bed, but it's the foam sheets. I just happen to have some laying around, and as you can see, I've hot glued all that in and a top over it. I'm going to leave this part right here probably open. I probably won't put a top over that. I'm not sure yet whether I will or not. But nevertheless, you get the idea what's happening here. Now, as far as the landform, you can see how it migrates down and the trestle goes across and ties back in. Of course, my pan is sitting here, and way back here, underneath there, is my track, my run-out track that comes around there and comes back in here. I've got to create a tunnel portal that goes in down here somewhere to get that track in before I continue on putting the newspaper around here. It doesn't take very long to get the newspaper put on, but before I do much more of it, I've got to get that created down there, which I haven't done yet. But you can see that the tunnel is nice and dark inside because of the black, because of the foam being black. I had some chooch bridge abutments that I will mold in there. And of course the bridge needs a good weathering, which I'll do in place. And get the tunnel portal put in over there and the wing walls, and tie in that scenery in some fashion when I get that far. But I don't think I'm going to go any further with this scenery other than getting this plaster cloth on until I get the scenery put up back there and around the inside of this loop right here. because I've got to get that scenery going, because I don't want to have to lay too much all over whatever's here. It's not going to be that hard, and it's not going to be that fancy of scenery either. It's just going to be hills with a little bit of rock castings possibly and some trees. And really that's about it. And once I complete that back there, then I'm free to work my way out this way. And that's the longest reach I have on the layout. So that'll be the next project. So, as you can see, I really have a mess here right now. I have the turntable pulled out and just set aside here, which is nothing more than just lifting it up. The roundhouse is down there. I've been running trains. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. I'll start up a train and I'll run it around here for you and just videotape a train going around this loop. And of course it's entering the tunnel on the opposite side, which will be part of the mountain. I think I said it in video 15, when the roundhouse is there and the turntable and everything, it'll look like there's a reason for it to be there without any steep mountain right directly behind it. So that's why I wanted to open that up a little bit. But you can see, even though that the bridge is on a S-curve, it functions very well. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed Update 16, and Emma hopes you enjoyed it. And as usual, guys, thanks for watching.